Welcome back. This is DJ Gary, and I want to get into this review. Something been on my list that I have been wanting to get to. Um, it's been a little bit since I did the last review of an album. I think I did the Marvelettes, which was a good one. I enjoyed that album. Same way I enjoyed the Smokey Robinson and the Miracles album. Um, this is just one of those albums uh, that was released within that same year, 1968. Um, don't forget to like this video, share, let me know your thoughts below, what you think of the album, and stuff of that nature. So I just want to get into it. Uh, let's get to the um, songs. Okay, the album "You're All I Need to Get By," Marvin, Gaye, Tammi, Terrell. So let's jump right into the first song, penned by Ashford Simpson. Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. This is like my all-time favorite Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell song. Quintessential. Uh, the whole performance is just you can hear the sincerity, uh, selling the the selling the product. This is selling the product of a song that really lacks today. But this song right here, great songwriting, great vocal performance, in depth. You can hear the vulnerability within the vocal performance between Marvin and Tammi Terrell. They really sold it as if they were a couple, and uh, just beautiful arrangement. Uh, Paul Reiser did the orchestration, and Paul Reiser, a legend in Detroit, worked on many projects for many artists. I think he was like 22 years old at the time doing the orchestration. Just beautiful. Uh, I really, really love this. You can hear like the drummer is, it might be two drummers because I could hear the drum brush along with the regular drumsticks, or it could be the drummer is playing with a brush and a regular drumstick. However, it it comes together well. Jameson does his great performance as always. I really like this. Second, "Keep on Loving Me, Honey," penned by Ashford and Simpson. I love the chorus on this. Another great vocal performance, just like the first one. Um, the back and forth is uh, the singing together and use some. Uh, I love that part when it was like, "Do you take the heaven, sky?" Like the way they blended together on that. Uh, it's interesting because I feel like this was probably recorded the same day as Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. Like it's just I don't know if it's the sequencing or what, but it's so good. It pairs just right. They sell this again like Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. So so far, like this is on point, right? So let's go to You're All I Need to Get By, which is the title track, the album title track, uh, penned by Ashford and Simpson. You know, I love this song. I always got the lyric wrong. Like, there's a part in there where Marvin's like an eagle protect his nest. Uh, I always thought Marvin was saying like an ego Texasness, right? So Texas like the state, Texas ness, and that stuck with me for a while until like I really like until like maybe recently I just started like, oh, okay, this is what he said. Um, you talking about like no like they could paint a story just by their singing ability together. Uh, like this is like another one of my favorites on here. You can't go wrong with this one. This is really a great track. It's not syrupy. It's just on point. Um, let's get to the next one. Baby, don't you worry. This right here is, you know, I kind of got the vibes of "Stand by Me" by Ben E. King. Uh, like I just get that those vibes, right? Um, you know, also if you listen to Earl Van Dyke's version of "Stand by Me," the one that was done, the one that they released it that came out in uh, like a couple of years ago. There was like a live version done in 1964, and they were covering "Stand by Me," and it's almost similar to this arrangement. Um, but I also believe the songwriters were inspired by "Stand by Me." I could be wrong. Uh, Written by Beavers and Bristol. You know, Johnny Bristol, who had the mega hit "Hang On In There, Baby." Uh, yeah, so um, I love the arrangement on here. It's very, uh, like I keep saying the word quintessential 60s uh, arrangement, but it always, like, it always pans out to go well. Like, there's nothing corny about these arrangements. Uh, Tammi Terrell vocals on here is amazing. She has her own version. I think it came out on her album or something like that. Be sure to check that out. Let's go to "You Ain't Living Till You're Loving," written by Ashford Simpson. Uh, Tammi Terrell vocals on here. Uh, I really like when just that, just the way it opens up, doo 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 doo, and she comes in. You think you're somewhere, then you go. Like she really right. She like it's almost like she wrote it herself. The way she's singing it, like just an amazing, amazing singer, and she really, for me, I think she brought out the best vocals in Marvin. Because their back and forth on here is just amazing. Like the call and response type thing. Um, you like to kiss and run, and that's what it is. And then, like they just have this chemistry just on point. Like there's nothing um syrupy about this. Like and then there's other versions. Tammi Terrell has her own version, and then the Marvelettes do the version of this song. Smokey and the Miracles did a version. Let me see who else did. I think Gladys Knight did a version. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Uh, this is another good one. One of my favorites. Now, this next one by far is like I always say like, oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. This here is probably my all-time favorite. I'm always playing this one. Given you just can't win. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You could try to win. Like, um, the drummer is amazing on this. Like, I kind of feel like the Funk Brothers have fun with this. Uh, the modulation on this track is amazing. Written by Harvey Fuqua, Johnny Bristol, Harvey Fuqua, who brought Marvin to Motown, part of the Moon Glows that Marvin was in. Harvey Fuqua, basically is helping Marvin on those early records. Um, but anyway, this song in particular, um, that call and response at the end of this, Uh, it's like they really get really gritty on this track vocally. Like they really turn up. I really like that, and that's a unique arrangement. Like you really don't hear like musical arrangements like this anymore. Like it's non-existent. Um, yeah. So this is the back of the album. Don't forget to hit that like button, thumbs up, share this, uh, tell a friend. You know. So that was side one. Let's go on to side two. Side two, when love comes knocking at my heart. Gladys Knight is a writer of this track. Bullock, Fuqua, Bristow. I could hear Gladys Knight influence on here. Uh, Especially in Tammi Terrell's uh, part, like her um, her part that comes on that pops on at the beginning. You can hear Glass Knight influence on this track. It's just blatant. Um, there's like you can tell she has something to do with this track. Um, and this does sound like some Gladys Knight and the Pips would do. Like you would think like Gladys Knight and the Pips would record something like this. Who knows really? It might be in the vault. You know how Motown was back in the day. Um, this is a track that I feel like Jamerson, like that's not Jamerson on the bass. I feel like this is Bob Babbitt. And the reason why I say Babbitt is because you can hear like the the bass, you can hear it's kind of like a hard bass. Like you can hear the fumbling of the bass. Like the fingering of the bass. Uh, it's kind of like um, a standard roughish type thing. Whereas with Jamerson, it was more of like a um, you know uh, kind of like a softer, a funky, softer thing. And that's not saying that Babbitt couldn't get funky, but I think Babbitt even explained it himself that Jamerson's playing, like Jamerson wasn't rough on the bass. He played it very softly and, uh, to make all those transitions. Um, but back to the song with Love Come Knocking, uh, they get gritty on this one too. I love when Marvin like let me in. Like he always has that let me in. Like he always like had those vocal punctuations when it came to delivering a song. It's just same way with Tammi Terrell. Uh, yeah, I really like this song. probably like my personal second favorite. And then we got Come On and See Me. I already did a review on that. You could check that out. I was talking about the different versions that was done. Uh, I kind of addressed this track, so I really don't have to talk about it. Um, a much more updated, funkier version. Uh, I like this one too. Um, Next one, I Can't Help But Love You. Um, you know, I feel like vocally, I kind of feel like they were bored here. Like they just went with it. Like you could kind of tell, like maybe they were just like, like vocally, you could kind of feel like they weren't enjoying this song, and they just decided, well, let's just knock this song out. That's how I feel vocally. That's where they was at. Um, because it's just like I don't know. It's like maybe they felt like this wasn't the best song for them, and that they were kind of like bored out their mind. They just said, well, uh, let's just record this, get it over with. Um, I mean, it is my least favorite on here. It's a good it's an okay song, not the best song. Um, I don't I don't go out my way looking for this song in particularly, but you know, there's that, right? Um, Written by Gordy Kemp and Gaye. So let's go to the next one. We're gonna go to That's How It Is Since You've Been Gone. I like this song. It's similar to Just Can't. It's similar to Give In, You Just Can't Win. It seemed like it's very similar to that. Um, Almost as if like they just changed the arrangement and the key of it and just written the entire different verses, chorus, or whatever to it. But this is another personal favorite. I do like. Um, the vocals is on point. Everything on point. Um, I really like it. I can't say much about it, but you get the point. I love the harpsichord in here. I think the Funk Brothers does an amazing job. Tammy does an amazing job. But let's get to the next one. I'll never stop loving you, baby. I'll never stop loving you, baby. No. I kind of feel like this is another one that Glass Knight and the Pips could have did because it has the influence, even though Glass don't have nothing to do with this. I kind of feel like they could have easily like maybe this could have been perhaps shopped to Glass Knight and the Pips, but they felt like, well, what can't they do with it? Or maybe like they were trying to like be like, maybe Barry was like, I don't know what they're gonna do with that song. This doesn't sound like something Glass would do. But it does sound like some Glass would do. So maybe it could be a version in the vault. We'll never know, right? Written by Fuqua, Bristow, Verdi, Banius. The next song, Memory Chest. Dum, boom, ba da 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 boom boom da 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 dum 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 every little thing. Uh, I like this song. I think this is a perfect way to end an album like this. Um, it's really it's not fast tempo, mid tempo. It's great instrumentation. Marvin does a fabulous job. Time Terrell does a fabulous job. Uh, Written by Fuqua Bristow. Um, One of their signature songs, I'll say. Uh, Really like, I say for me on this album, if I had to like put my strong five, like I say all the tracks is good, but my strong five would probably be um Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, um Given, Just Can't Win, When Love Come Knocking, um um I'll Never Stop Loving You, and Memory Chess. I'll say those would be my strong five if I had a chance. Um, that would be my strong five. Um, just incredible music. I recommend this album. Really, this is like the last album that Tammy Terrell was like stable condition singing. Giving her best performances. Um, Marvin giving his best performances. You could tell they were the duo of the 60s, and they ruled the Motown roster. Um, this is one of my favorite albums. I say one of my favorite albums, and that's not knock at the first one or the last one, but I say this one in particular. Um, if I have to talk about my least favorites from this album, um, I Can't Help But Love You would be my least favorite. Yeah, that's my least favorite. Other than that, I mean, this is really a 4-star album. Um, 8 out of 10 would recommend. Definitely a great album. Uh, I think it deserves a little more recognition if we're gonna talk about Motown albums, right? Um, this is just how I feel, really. Uh, Rest in peace to Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell. It has been 41 years since Marvin Gaye's passing. Hope you checked out my video uh, that's already came out about the biopic. And I would love a biopic on Tammi Terrell. She's just one of those people that just passed away too soon. Um, Recipes to the Funk Brothers, who made this material classic along with these amazing vocalists. Um, yeah. So don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe. Please, please share. I want to take this to 6K subscribers. Okay. Um, Let me know what other album I should do. Drop in the comment section. I'm open to suggestions. It is that time. Yeah, I'm out.